YouTube. Hey RVers, RV Lady here. I'm using a different camera. It doesn't have like that cancel out the jiggle thing, or I don't know how far away to hold it, but neither here nor there. So that's why you see me really close up, because I don't know how far to hold the camera away, and I don't have a tripod here to mount the camera on. So yeah, deal with it. And I'm at the beach. Haven't been here for days and days, and I miss being here. Most of the reason why I haven't been here is because I have pneumonia. Yeah. Thought I had a cold that just wouldn't go away, and it kept getting worse and worse, and I felt like I was drowning all the time. Come to find out, yeah, pneumonia. So now I'm on antibiotics, and I feel so much better than I did just yesterday, and that's what's going on with me health-wise. And then the RV hasn't been feeling very well either. I noticed, I don't know, 4 days ago, I think it was, that I was dripping, coolant. I could smell it. You can smell coolant? Yeah, I was smelling it, and I couldn't figure out what the deal was. And then it started dripping, and then it started pretty much pouring out. Anyway, come to find out, took it in, had it fixed. And this will never cease to annoy the crap out of me, is when you take your vehicle in to have it repaired, and you have some knowledge of your vehicle and some knowledge of repair, and you say things like, I think it's that doodad that lets the hot water of the radiator make the heater work in your car. I think it's that thing. I said, I don't think it's a hose. I've gotten under there and I've looked. I don't think it's a hose. So I take it to the place that I take my RV to. Told them that. And he says, no, I think it's the radiator cap and, God, what did he say? Bad radiator cap, because you have one of these really old radiator caps, and they're just really crappy. And what was the other thing that he said? That, God, it was something really stupid and simple. And I'm looking at radiator cap and, wait a minute. Oh, the thermostat. The thermostat. And I said, well, I might be able to kind of go with the thermostat part, and that's because when I took the radiator cap off to refill the liquid, that it had like a gooey substance on it. And so I thought, okay, it could be the radiator. I mean, it could be the whatever it's called, whatever I just said. What did I just say? Thermostat. Okay. So anyway, of course, he replaces the thermostat and the radiator cap and calls me up. Okay, so for those two things, $180. Okay, I couldn't have replaced the thermostat myself, so no harm, no foul. So then he calls me back and he goes, yeah, that's not it. We can't get it to pressurize. And I said, well, it's because it's that heater doodad. Okay, that heater doodad is called a heater control valve. And that's exactly what was wrong with it. Exactly. Oh my God. So anyway, they replaced that and tacked on another $150. And so it ended up being $273.25 to replace the thermostat that probably didn't need to be replaced. The radiator cap, again, probably didn't need to be replaced. And, of course, the heater control valve which I told them it was. But that was done. But yeah, it went from being like $100 to $273. So I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. So it's fixed. The coolant doesn't run out of it anymore, which I'm fine about. And I drove it yesterday quite extensively and then came to the beach, and I've been doing all of this while basically having walking pneumonia because I refused to go to the doctor because, okay, I don't even want to go there. I refused to go to the doctor, and it occurred to me when I was going for a walk and I was out of breath that the reason I was out of breath was because I had pneumonia. So when I was in Mexico, because of who I am, I bought antibiotics and maybe smuggled them across. I'm not sure that that was actually smuggling, not sure. But I have something like 100 capsules of 500 milligram. Zip, have you lost your mind? He's lost his mind. This is what he's just done. He went over to the trash, which is right over there, and he pulled out that piece of paper, and now he thinks he's going to chew it up. No, he isn't. Anyway, okay, I forgot where I was. Oh, you can see the pieces of paper that they use when they had to walk in and out. I just saved those. What's the point of throwing them out? You know, I just use them for something else, you know, to walk on. Keep some of the sand out. But it is I totally forgot what I was talking about. Okay, and that has something to do with having pneumonia. But, again, beautiful day at the beach. Isn't it nice? I can finally kind of talk. I had laryngitis for 2 days. It was a blessing for the world. But, so anyway, the RV's fine now. It has its new heater control valve. And the only reason I knew it was the heater control valve is because I had a Volvo 100 years ago, and the heater control valve went out of it. But what was really great about that, and when I say great, I mean, okay, it wasn't great, was that when it leaked on the passenger side on the inside of the car. And so it was evident exactly what it was. And to the mechanic who repaired it, he goes, oh, it's your heater control valve. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. So anyway, the RV is, you know, done. I have been working when I can breathe, and now I feel better. Gotta love those antibiotics. Oh yeah, Mexico, antibiotics, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so anyway, when I went to Mexico, I bought a crap load of antibiotics. And for just a situation like this, where I'm sick, I've self-diagnosed, and I've never had pneumonia before, so I was basically guessing. But it had all the earmarks of gone beyond a cold. So, and I'm blaming my grandson for this. I think he gave me a cold that grew into, because he kissed me. When he kisses, because he's, you know, 1, he kisses like this, with his mouth open. And sometimes he licks ya. So he goes to preschool, and I'm calling this preschool pneumonia. So I feel better, which is all that really counts. And I've been staying away from him because I didn't want to give him back whatever it was that he gave me. And that's it. Okay. So the RV's fixed. As soon as the weather breaks, it's been tremendously hot in Southern California. And I want to go out to the desert. Once again, I was thinking I could go out to the desert. It's like 95 degrees, 95 degrees every day. And it would just bake this thing out of my body. Yeah, well, it's like 105 out there. And it would not only bake this thing out of my body, it'd probably bake me. So I am heading out to the desert as soon as the weather breaks. Hey, and for those of you who are going to vacation in California in an RV, know that on November 1st of 2017, they are significantly raising the amount of money it costs to get gasoline. I'm sure diesel is impacted at some point as well, but who really knows? But you're going to want to check that because it is going to make a difference in your fuel costs. And I think it's like, I don't actually remember what they said, but I'm going to go get gas on October 31st and fill up the RV. So, I mean, it's like $1 a gallon more, or maybe something less than $1 a gallon, but you know, we're already $1 a gallon more than anybody else. So now they're raising it even more. Yeah, whatever. Hey, here's the other thing that I wanted to bring up is, just in case you don't know this, come the first of the year, New Year, the National Park Service is going to has proposed raising the rate to get into national parks to $70 per vehicle. Now, I don't know if that's $70. You know, I don't know if it's $70 per just one vehicle. Like, it seems to me when I went to Yosemite, I had to pay for the RV and I had to pay for the Suzuki. So it would cost me, as I remember this, $140 to go to a national park with this proposed increase in the fee to go to a national park. My feeling is, okay, it starts with an F and ends with a K. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. $70 per vehicle is excessive to me. Right now it's at $25 to maybe $35, so they're essentially doubling it if you want to go to a national park. For those of you who are old enough, 62 years or older, you can still buy the pass for $80. But is that, you have to get two passes, one for your RV and one for your towed? I don't know. It's very confusing, and it seems to me that the Park Service does not need this increase. It seems to me that it's based in government greed, and what else is new? And yeah, I vote no. So they're basically making it so that it's virtually impossible for people to go out and enjoy the people's parks. Yeah. So, yeah, anything you want to do about that, go ahead. You can go over to the National Park Service website, and it's very convoluted and horrid. And if you want to express your dismay, you have to actually do it you have to click on every national park to say no to the increase. Yeah. I've been sick, so that wasn't an option for me because I would have taken my laptop and beat it to death on the ground. I don't know why I would have taken it out on myself, but I would have. I don't know what I was doing the other day, and I got so mad that I threw something, you know, like my mouse for my computer or my cell phone or something. I just threw it. I was just angry. So, yeah, I'll probably cut that out. But, you know, it's this pneumonia. It's making me crazy, and I'm not far from that edge anyway. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to throw this in. Okay, National Park Service going to raise, or has proposed to raise, entry fee to $70 per vehicle. So if you're going to pull in there with a toad, you're going to pay $140 to drive on roads. They're doing it to everything. Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, all the big ones, all the ones where everybody wants to go. Go to the National Park Service website and look at it. It's ridiculous. That's it. Smile and be brave, and I'll talk to you whenever I talk to you next. Okay, bye.